Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we are in the Cavalier event quest, chapter 3.1, going against the new Immortal Hulk boss, and this dude is easy. Now there's that last thing where it says if he is bleeding, he won't regen, and I don't know what triggers that, but I've seen him being bled and he still regens and heals back, so I don't know if it's just a bug or if I'm just not understanding. But here we go in with Fury. I used him a lot on pretty much most of the fights in the past, and I just gave him a little bit of health. I get smacked there, but then from then on out, this dude's gonna get destroyed. I don't go to the real Nick Fury, maybe I should have. And really, just you bait out this guy's L1. His L1 is really easy to get away from, and it doesn't have like range at all. And even though like when he goes down and like shakes the ground, it kind of looks like he got hit, but you don't. So just kind of keep that in mind. His special 2, he has like 2 projectiles that you can evade, and it's not too difficult. It's pretty much like the projectiles that like Venom the Duck throws at you with his eggs or whatever. But yeah, and you can hit into his block and do like a hard block coming out to bait his heavy. It's just a really simple fight. Now, if he does regen at the end, it kind of gets it's a little bit annoying because he can regen quite a bit, and he's fully unblockable for extended period of time. So, but he's also fairly aggressive in that mode. So, this guy is almost dead. This guy will not regen on this time. He's just gonna die when he gets to nothing. And so I was like, okay, that's easy. I'm just gonna bring all bleeders, and then this guy should go down pretty easy and not have to deal with the immortal part of Hulk. But for whatever reason, there's other fights that I am gonna show where he is bleeding, but he regens. So like right here, 3, 2, 1, and he just dies. Pretty easy fight. Now let's move on to the next matchup, which is my 4-star run. I went in, I had charged up Aegon, and this was a pretty simple and easy fight. And I get him all the way down to like 2, 3, 4%, and I had my L2 ready, but I wanted to time it to make sure that he was bleeding, and in doing that I mess up, and I get smacked. But I'll let this play out. It's a little bit longer. I go back in with X23, and I believe when I kill him the first time, X23 is bleeding him, but he regens back up to like, I don't know, like 70% or something crazy. And then she smacks him all the way back down. But I don't know, just kind of frustrating. I don't understand what is up with the node bleeding. He regens sometimes, other times he doesn't. If you know anything about this, comment below, let me know. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say. I'll let this play out, but I just kind of do some intercepts, bait his L1s, do hard hit, or block, hit into his block and do a hard block to bait his heavy, to get additional openings. And yeah, Aegon beats him down. This is a 330 Aegon, 4-star, rank 3, and he takes down his health, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Alright, so this is where I'm down. I'm trying to bait his L1. He's not throwing it, and then I just get clipped and I die. So I should have been able to solo him. I would have been able to get the bleed off. Once he got his L1, I should have been able to launch the L2. But here, I'm going to go with X23, so check this out. He's supposed to not regen. When he's bleeding, 2 bleeds. And then he doesn't die. So I don't understand what's going on there. And then, boom. He was bleeding, but then he regens. So, anyways, I go in with X23 and destroy this guy. X23 luckily is a 550, so that helped make it a little bit quicker, but I'll let this play out and we'll see in the next fight. Alright, so just finishing up here. This time he's bleeding. He doesn't regen. I'm gonna play a little more aggressive, and then he just dies. So I don't know why he didn't die like Nick Fury did, but yeah, so kind of annoying. Next up we got, I believe I'm going in with Killmonger on this one. And my plan here was to just kind of slowly weed this guy down and to have an L3 available and ready to when I would just about kill him. And I'd have a lot of bleeds, and I can't remember how many I had. I don't think I was max, but I was pretty far up there. I'll just let this one play out. I throw off a few L2s, get some indestructibles. I don't know, this guy's just pretty easy to play around, nothing too crazy. And I can't remember if I think the bleeds don't end up killing him as well in this one. He doesn't regen, but yeah, so I'm not sure why sometimes when you kill him with bleeds active, he just dies, and then other times he survives and possibly even ends up regenning, and so I don't get the difference. Maybe I'll need to read into his abilities, but yeah, this one was a pretty easy fight. My Killmonger, I just recently awakened him in the featured crystal, which was awesome. I already had him rank 5, so happy to have that reverb and get the bonus damage when the reverb is activated and whatever. So yeah, he's a good option for this. Actually, a lot of champs are really good for this fight. Even if you can't bleed him, if you can just out damage him, he's pretty easy to work around and get your openings in. So. so we're just finishing up. He's got 5%. Gonna hit him with an L3. It's gonna put on a ton of bleeds. I have max deep wounds. I'm at 100% health, so I should get big damage there. It does prevent him from regenning. I don't know why he just doesn't die. And he throws a special one, and then there he does regen. He is bleeding. I don't know. It seems bugged. But after a few hits here, he's gonna go down. I do have deep wounds, doing some extra damage for me on those bleeds. Boom, and he goes down. A pretty easy, pretty clean fight. Killmonger destroyed him. Yeah, pretty happy with that one. I like fighting with Killmonger. He's a really versatile, strong champion. Really good with Void. Some good and easy access to bleed damage, so we're going to try him out and see how this goes. Mainly I'm just trying to, if I haven't already said this in my commentary on the other ones, is to try to stick to this dude's L1. Super easy to get away from, do some hard hits and then a hard block into his block to try to bait out his heavy, which is easy to get away from, and you can't interrupt it. His L1 is just super easy to get away from. I find it a little bit odd that it just seems like the screen shakes with the little Hulk jump. I might sometimes feel like I'm feeling through, but it's not. There, he's dead. Pretty easy boss. Come around again for another round and try somebody else. Alright, we're coming up to this Immortal Hulk again, and this time I'm gonna use Black Widow, and she can bleed them. The bleeds that she can put on with her heavies and her mediums are fairly long, but I believe I actually mess up and die somewhere in this fight, and I think I just finished him off really quick at the end with Nick Fury, but Claire can do this fight. Class disadvantage. You can. I think I tried to stay mostly in Hellfire state to get the extra energy damage on her L2s, and then I was planning on switching back to bleed stance at the end to try to prevent the regen and kill him off. But I think I just like slipped up at the very pretty close to the end. I'll just play out and I'll watch it, and I'll see you at the end. we get to the end here. We got some bleeds on. I throw spam a whip heavy to get some bleeds on. It does prevent that, but I try to go in for an intercept and I miss. And there he goes. He does it twice. He goes immortal twice, and I'm not sure why that happened, but I ended up dying because of it, because I thought I'd be able to just like parry after that unblockable and stuff fell off. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. So I just went in real quick to finish this off with Fury, and I believe he just dies again with Fury. I don't know if it has to do with class advantage. I don't know. I don't understand how sometimes he just dies and other times he doesn't with the bleeds. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, boom, right there. He didn't go unstoppable and immortal. And he just dies. So I don't get it. Yeah, if you know, let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. Alright, coming up on the last Immortal Hulk, we're going to use Blade. A lot of people have Blade. Blade is still an awesome champion. He's got the bleeds. In this node, I'm trying to understand, it says, while below 75 gamma, Hulk gains up to 0.5% max health as gamma radiation per second based on his missing health except while bleeding. I haven't experienced that in every case, so I've been killing this guy off with some bleeds active, and he has still been able to survive. So I'm not certain what is causing that, but we're going to be having this dude being bled significantly. Try not to get tagged like that. L1 is, again, super easy to get away from. And I don't know, when I saw this guy and like his immortal cheat death regen mechanic, I was like, ooh, this guy's gonna be a pretty hard defender potentially. And yeah, might change my mind after seeing this guy. I mean, his specials are nothing crazy. Be able to throw one. There we go. Yeah, but he just doesn't have a. He's pretty. I like the fact that he's kind of simple. I would like to get my hands on him and try to use him as an attacker. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Probably B till the feature 5-star. I mean, I guess I should be able to get him as a 3-star through the 5-star feature arena by getting to the 12 million. But yeah. Alright, so at 40%. This does have limber, so I'll need to watch out for that. I'm just going to try to keep on spamming L1s as much as possible so I can keep the bleeds on. I don't know, I just have had a couple attempts where they've been bleeding, but he still survives. Maybe it's part of his ability, or I don't know. I have to check out. Haven't really read too much about him and how his like unblockable and last part of the immortal part of him, how that actually works. Probably something to do with it. Let's see if big L2. Another one. See, he survived. I mean, he's not regenning, so. Oh, what the heck was that? He was like phased through my stuff. I should kill him off. we go. So I don't know. I don't maybe understand that. If you know what's going on, comment below. I'd like to hear what you got to say. But that's Immortal Hulk. He's all dead now, and we're gonna move on to the last quest, which has the Immortal Abomination. We'll check that out and see how that goes.